Today we're looking to have a good solid ride. The boys are pumped and we're gonna go and send it. Nice. Over to you.
Goals for day one, we're like, let's just ride really well in the bunch. Cool, sure, yeah. Goals for day two, oh, let's just like, I don't know, maybe get like a KOM point or something. I was like, goals for day three, let's just fucking win. Progressed quite quickly.
Okay, winning might not be the objective, but hanging on to Jay's third is 100% the goal. And the problems, well, the problems are all these guys wanting this position. So Thomas Lapasse, who's the Frenchman, he's only like 15 seconds down. The big problem is Matthew Zenovich. Now, he put time into everyone on stage one on a course just like this. He's got the engine. And if you look at this course, guys, it's tailor-made for someone like him to put this kind of time into it. This is going to be like hand grenades thrown at us from everywhere.
Jay, why are you in a different jersey?
Because I'm apparently really aggressive. It's my anniversary today.
Wow.
Hi, Bree.
You got the water?
I'm really craving kind of whole, clean food.
Like I want like a really nice home cooked meal.
Like you'd think you'd get to the end of this and be like, oh, I just want burger and chips and pizza. It's not really, it's not a home cooked meal.
Just a bit tired. I think everyone is. Looking forward to it being finished. Me too.
I do really like the Bennelong jersey, Bridge Lane jersey. I just wish they'd carried it through to the bib shorts. Evo Pro are kind of doing the gradient thing, which is pretty common. I really, really like, I'm not sure what their name is, but one of the Kiwi teams.
I think the Yonex bike, like the decals. I think red is the new colour this year.
Drapac, Future Pro, a few others are running it.
I like what St George have done with their kit, little update on that.
And yes, no zipper.
Apart from that, there's not a lot going on.
The whole time you're immersed in it.
You know, I'm going to go one better. Law-abiding citizen.
Yes, I've seen this.
Because,
Yes, and he's
very underrated.
no, best movie ever, Whiplash. No? Oh my god, that is your homework. When you get home, Whiplash. That is your main priority when you get home.
Whiplash.
I do not care about packing bags.
I've got more priorities when I get home to Canberra.
Jay, I don't care about your job.
No,
I don't
not
care
that.
about your missus. The Equalizer with Denzel Washington.
Man on Fire.
Man on Fire, yeah.
I prefer him in that.
Have you seen Denzel in Flight?
Have you seen the train one
Where
where
he's
like the train explodes?
pilot?
What's it called?
And he saves the plane.
What about Quentin Tarantino movies?
Yeah, they're
Surely.
good. Oh, Pulp Fiction's great.
Oh.
I love a bit of pulp.
Classic. A lot of these movies are overrated, I reckon.
Oh, you haven't seen it, mate. You've got to see Whiplash.
That's not a Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah, no, it's not.
Let's go.
Yeah, no, it's not listening.
But let's go ride.
Let's go race.
Let's get that bread.
There's just been a flurry of attacks. The peloton's not really letting a break go.
All the horsepower you can get, just get up and get back there. We need everyone up there at the end. Drive that gap down, mate. Drive it down.
into the break has dropped about a minute in one lap. Our boys are really driving now. Everyone's really on the ball. Only about 13, 14 k's to go, so everyone's, you know, it's game time now.
Theodore Yates, Jensen Plough right for Drapac. Shane Archbold coming down the outside on the left, but in the centre, Theodore Yates, can he get there for Drapac? Jensen Plough right, Theodore Yates takes it. It's a 1-2 for Drapac Cannondale.
Wait, I know. Let's go on the podium. Oh, yeah.
From the and of course, our tour winner, the sort of the general classification, first, second and third overall on the tour.
So we've got to put a little bit of this in perspective. So we came here with absolutely no idea what to expect, and rightfully so, because we're really nervous. Talking to Pete Tomlinson, who's the chief comm here, he's basically said that this was the strongest New Zealand cycle classic he's really ever seen. Strongest bike race he's ever seen in New Zealand. Jay is a super talented bike rider, but I think, like, today we were just thrown in the absolute deep end. So Conti teams, international riders just throwing hand grenades at us in an 150k crit. And we made mistakes. We were short of power in certain regards and made mistakes, but kind of cleaned up for them where we could and called for help where we could and made allegiances where we could, and we got the job done in the end and held on to third, which could really easily have gone away today. I don't know what this video is going to be. Like, Jared's done an amazing job filming all this. Boys have been pretty good. No, they haven't been very good. They'll have to get better at that. And yeah, next race for us is Warnie. Next race, whatever. Alright, I think that's probably us done. That is New Zealand, well and truly.
I don't.
See ya. Well, that was a little rude, Jay. Alright, I couldn't end New Zealand there. Mainly because, you guys have just been so engaged in the whole tour with your comments. Danny's really helping with a lot of them, and the guys are really trying to get in there and get to your comments and answer them, which is cool. And look, the biggest question that you guys were feeding from us is training stuff, guys. I know that you want to see more of the training stuff, and obviously with Jesse involved this year, we're going to do heaps of that. We're going to really try and get our heads around specific training for specific events. But this is a personal vlog. It started out as a personal vlog, and I really am quite keen and happy to share with you my very uninteresting training for really nationals and that particular event. I'm hesitant to do it because well, number one, I'm not a coach, and number two, well, you know, I'm not the guy winning the race, so why would you want to know but you know what I mean? The questions were very much centered around, you know, nationals and this event and what training I did. So for those of you who know nationals, I've ridden it, know a bit about it. It is such a specific race. It is such a specific race. I mean, I would love to have buses drive past my wonderful. Also love to have a chat to Michael Friberg about this. He's the perfect person to answer this. But it is such a specific race. The fitness, the training, the intensity that you need for that day doesn't really help you for anything else. It's unlike anything else. Fast forward that through to a 5-stage. I knew coming into trying to train for that, obviously with the team stuff going along, that bombing for either of those races was never going to be a reality for me. My goal in the team for specifically that stage race was to be the last man standing for Jay and Sam. I needed to be fit enough to get through 3 or 4 hours of racing every day, to be there right at the end, not have that real super high intensity at the very end, but be there, make sure I was there. So, all right, all good and well, Chris. What did that mean training-wise for me? Well, in practice, that meant sort of upping. So those 3-4 hour rides that I might have been doing at a normalized power of around 220, I was trying to lift to about 250. And the way I would do that, great example. So on one of the vlogs that I did where I was introducing some of the team guys, We did like a 2-hour chop in that sort of 4-hour ride. So instead of, you know, riding two abreast, you know, guys riding along and then maybe some efforts here and there, we were chopping hard for a couple of hours. Just something you guys can easily do in your own group, especially if you're working with guys who are of a similar ability to you, to just, you know, let's chop off for the next 40 Ks, guys. Okay, it's not the most social thing to do, but tell you what, it gets you from A to B damn quick. And the other is, well, I kind of do this, sounds sad, but I kind of do the Sydney training regime, really, with some added extras. So for example, guys, Tuesday night Heffron, okay? Super hard, intense 40 minutes. Well, what I do is I try and put like 2 hours before that with a few maybe sub-threshold efforts in there to build fatigue coming into that crit race. Similar maybe on a Thursday chop in Centennial Park, not that that ever happens. And as I mentioned before, the weekend ride would include some hard chop-off stuff that then had some, you know, hill efforts during it or on top of it. Not particularly structured. I knew my training was never going to be able to be structured coming into these events, and from the coach's perspective, it was more about monitoring my load rather than giving me specific intervals. Okay, finally guys, a lot of you saw on my Instagram post that I've been riding a little bit of a disc brake bike. Put the questions below. I have it for another couple of months. I really want to do a good video, a good couple of videos about these disc brakes. Comment below, guys. Race vlogs, old bloke sitting on couch talking about training. It doesn't get better than this. So subscribe to the channel. Like the video, guys. We have Melbourne to Warrnambool coming up. Gonna be, yeah, I'm not gonna do this, you'll see, whatever. Subscribe to the channel, guys. And again, thank you so much for all the positive feedback on this race vlog stuff. I get to do it this time, Jay. See ya.